Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. First I want to introduce myself. My name is Nathalia Rizki. You can call me Lia. How are you today? I hope you're all healthy and safe. Now what have you been doing since this pandemic? Has a lot changed since you did everything in the house? Are you guys really bored now at home? Yeah, I feel that too because we have been at home for almost a year and the pandemic is not over because COVID-19. Yeah, how to educate people who doesn't believe that COVID-19 is exists. Yeah, our topic today is first origin of the coming COVID-19. Next COVID-19, how is it spreading very fast? 3 hacks COVID-19 for how to prevent transmission of COVID-19. Yeah, COVID-19 was first discovered in Wuhan, China. China officially reported the presence of the coronavirus to the WHO on December 31, 2019, but a team from Harvard University analyzing satellite photos of traffic around a number of hospitals in Wuhan said residents there may have started to become infected since end of August 2019. According to Harvard University research, the satellite photos depict a flurry of traffic outside 5 hospitals in Wuhan from late August to December 2019. The increase in traffic coincided with an increase in online search in Wuhan for information relating to symptoms such as choke and diarrhea. So far, the coronavirus is believed to have first emerged in China in November 2019. Authorities reported a cluster of pneumonia cases, the cause of which unknown to WHO on December 31, 2019. Yeah, since January, 3 January, China has regularly notified WHO and the countries and region concerned Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan about the pneumonia outbreak. The development and reporting regularly becomes WHO concern. Finally, the World Health Agency announced a global public health emergency on January 13, 2020. Sometime later, February 11, 2020 to be precise, WHO announced this new virus called COVID-19. Yeah, referring to the 37 WHO report on the COVID situation, 26 February 26, yeah, referring to the 37 WHO report on the COVID-19 situation. 26 February 2020. The first confirmed case of COVID-19 in China was on 8 December. However, this information also depends on the initiative of countries that provide disease information to the Global Health Agency. A report published on the website of the medical journal, launched by Chinese doctor from the Jinyintan Hospital in Wuhan, which treat some of the earliest patients, but put the date of the first known infection as December 1, 2019. Yeah, the first COVID cases, yeah, outside China were reported in Thailand on January 13, 2020. Yeah, still in the Asia continent on January 29, 2020, COVID-19 reached the middle of the first time when the number of COVID cases increased and spread to more countries. At that time, the United Arab imported cases in a family of four. 4 days before COVID-19 reached the Middle East region, two continents also reported the same virus. France became the first country on the Europe continent to confirm 3 cases of COVID-19 on January 25, 2020. On the same date, the first case of COVID-19 also penetrated of Australian continent. The COVID-19 case was first confirmed by Victoria Health Authorities on January 25. The Commonwealth Department of Health is closely associated with the Victorian Health Authorities and has notified WHO. The patient, a man from Wuhan, flew to Melbourne from Guangdong on January 19. On May 3, it began to transfer information on 13 samples of the SARS-CoV-2 genome sequence to Gilead. In detail, 7 samples came from the laboratory of the Eichmann or LBM, and 6 from the Institute for Tropical Disease, Airlangga University. Of the 13 sample data submit that group by type. In fact, the result of the genome sequence of the Indonesia virus different from the global dominant group that had been identified. After 13 samples from Indonesia, next strain has traced the origin of 9 samples. The 9 samples all had virus in China. Some are transmitting directly from there. Some are coming through several countries such as Hong Kong, Australia, Germany, Singapore, Saudi Arabia. Sample ID number AIJK03, whose case was found in Jakarta on March 27. The journey of the virus started from China to Malaysia, then to Indonesia. Meanwhile, for the patient sample sent by Airlangga University, the virus originated in Singapore, initially from China to Australia. Then this virus returned to China, then headed to Singapore, and finally arrived in Indonesia. Yeah, symptoms of having COVID-19. Each person has different response to COVID-19. Most people who are exposed to the virus will experience mild to moderate symptoms and will recover without the need to be hospitalized. The most common symptoms to fever, sort of breath, sore throat. People with mild symptoms who are declared healthy should before self-care at home. The average symptom will appear 5 until sixth day after a person is first infected with this virus, but it could also be 14 days after being infected. After that, the symptoms may disappear and heal or even get worse. Patients with severe symptoms can experience high fever, throat with pain, and even bleeding, shortness of breath, and chest pain. These symptoms appear when the body reacts against the coronavirus. Next, how is it spreading very fast? The spread of the coronavirus has reached more than 116,000 new cases globally, with more than 4,000 deaths. Health experts sound an alarm warning about the potential for widespread transmission of the virus, reported by the IFL Science page. To understand how the ability of the coronavirus to attack the human body. This virus is similar to but different from severe acute to respiratory syndromes or SARS. Just like the flu, COVID-19 start in the lungs and spread through water droplets when someone sneezes or choke. WHO report that SARS attacked the body in three phases, namely viral replication, immune hyperactivity, and lung damage, which seems similar to how COVID-19 attacks the human body. Early research suggests COVID-19 efficiently replicates in the upper respiratory tract. Infected people produce large amounts of the virus at the onset of infection, and new research reveals that the incubation period for infection is 5 days. Okay. Yeah. COVID-19 is present in three patterns of infection, starting with mild disease and symptoms of the upper respiratory tract, followed by pneumonia after about a week. Severe pneumonia with acute respiratory distress syndrome can develop rapidly and sometimes requires assist breathing. WHO spokeswoman Carla Drysdale said that the most common symptoms of COVID-19 were fever, fatigue, and dry throat. Some patients may experience itches and pains, nasal congestion, runny nose, sore throat, or mid-diarrhea. Even so, there are some people who are infected without any symptoms and feel fine, while about 80 of people recover from the disease without needing special treatment. About 1 of every 6 people who get COVID-19 is seriously ill and has difficult breathing. Older people and those with health conditions such as high blood pressure, heart problems, or diabetes are more likely to develop more serious illness. About 2% of people with this disease have died, said Drysdale. there is currently no vaccine to prevent COVID-19. On the other hand, experts have now warned that COVID-19 has become a pandemic. Experts say the best protection against COVID-19 is non-pharmaceutical intervention. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hoax COVID-19. Nearly 9 months since its appearance, the new coronavirus that caused COVID-19 remains classified as a mysterious virus. Scientists around the world are racing against time to investigate further, try to find a way to defeat the coronavirus and find out its character. Meanwhile, the common people who seem to have become more educated still have a lot of hoax news that looks convincing, especially those of medical nature. Yeah, how to prevent COVID-19. Since there has been a lost search of the COVID-19 virus in the world, from social media to news, many means of have emerged. From Facebook to WhatsApp message, we often find misinformation recovering the causes of the outbreak to how to prevent the disease. This fake news can come at its own cost. For example, there is a report from a province in Iran that say many people have died after drinking alcohol, based on claim that this could protect against COVID-19. Yeah, one, information we get from the people we are informed every day and often rely on intuition to determine whether something is true or not. The spreader of false information can make their news feel true. Simple trick that make us think critically. 2. Share before thinking. This rule has long been understood by propagandists and disseminators of false information, and social media is exacerbating this trend. Yeah. And then recent evidence show that many people despair loads without thinking about its accuracy. And next, ignore response. Classical physiological research show that some people are very good at ignoring their profound response. Such people are usually more easily consumed by fake news. Next, stop spreading. Understanding that people, even those who are smart and educated, are often stingy in their wits, can help us to stop misinformation. Facts should be presented as simply as possible with the help of picture and graphic, which make the idea easier to visualize. Yeah. Next, step 2, check the truth of COVID-19 hoax news. There are still many things about the coronavirus whose exact truth is not yet known, making it easy for people to believe any information related to the latest discoveries about the coronavirus or events. that have occurred in society during this pandemic, not only causing anxiety, the hoax news can also endanger health if the medical information that is conveyed turns out to be more conjecture or One, look at the site address. For some people, such a headline news are very easy to identify as hoax news. However, for those who rarely access news, provocative headlines don't look different from news headline in general. Therefore, apart from the title, another indicator that can be used is the site address in the form of an active link, which is included at the end of the news or in the hoax news. Next, check for correct facts. When receiving news, find out who the source is, whether from an official institution or not. If it's just a narrative, you should be suspicious. In the case of those signs where the news carrier collects citing scientists' opinions or using compelling scientific explanation. 3. Refer to the news of the COVID-19 GoID website, one of the official government websites that can be used as a reference for news about COVID-19. In addition to containing confirmed policies regarding COVID-19 and development of the number of cases, also has a hoaxbuster menu at the top right. You can check the truth of the news circulating in this section. Next, check the authenticity of the photo. Apart from being based on narrative, there are also many hoax news in the form of photo news. To check authenticity, use Google Image. Google will display search results in the form of the same photo and which site have loaded the photo. This can help identify photos that have been edited or misused for the front story. How to prevent transmission of COVID-19? The increase in cases of the COVID-19 is still going in various parts of the world. Until early November, the right vaccine has not been found to prevent it. Even so, researchers around the world are still working on a search-that vaccine test to reduce the spread of the COVID-19. Therefore, implementing preventive as much as possible is one of the things that must be done. The best preventive way is to avoid the factors that can cause you to be infected with this virus are: 1. Maintain a minimum distance of 1 meter from other people and don't go outside the house first unless there is an urgent need. 2. Routinely wash your hands with soap and water or hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol, especially after doing activities outside the home or in public places. 3. Don't touch your eyes, mouth before washing your hands. And 4. Cover mouth and nose with a tissue when choking or sneezing, then throw the tissue in the trash. Next, keep clean objects that are often touched and clean of the environment, including clean of the house. Next, avoid contact with sufferers of COVID-19. People who are suspected of being positive for the coronavirus or people who are sick with fever, throat, or runny nose. Next, use a mask when doing activity in public places or crowd, including when you go shopping for groceries and attend worship on holidays. Yeah. To quickly summarize, I want you to remember these main points. The first is that the corona will always exist even though at one time a vaccine has been produced on the market. The second is that you have to maintain clean lines wherever and whenever. With the high number of COVID-19 cases in Indonesia, it reminds us that many people don't care about the health of themselves and others. For me, that's all. For the more and for the like, I apologize. Thank you for attention. Nah.